Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Hi everyone, good health, good health, good health, good health to everyone. I had to attend a funeral this morning, and I hope you give yourselves an opportunity to view the funeral. It's on my channel, and it was very, very sad, very sad. But I had to do it. So take a look at my channel and view the funeral. Very beautiful. Yo, I'm so sorry. Please. Boy. Sorry, guys, people. Yeah. All right. Sometimes I gotta stop and do other things. Very unprofessional, I am. Very unprofessional. Yes. All right. Hi, Kala K. How are you? Hi, Cynthia. How are you? We're going to do medicine cards today. Medicine cards. All right. I really felt like talking today. Wait, no, this is through the ways of animals. Medicine cards. I really felt like animal energy today. Hi, GM Compton. Hello, everyone. Ashakti. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these words well. How's everyone doing? Hi, Cynthia. How are you? Let's get some animal messages. I have new animals that I'm absolutely in love with. It's the frogs, it's the horses. One more. Oh, and the brown dove. Frogs, horses, and doves. Such a good day today. I really should go. Hi, Brett. Yeah. Oh, you like the medicine cards, Brett? Yes. I really should get some water today. Such a good day to travel. Ugh. Go to the store and get me a case of water. All right. Medicine. What medicine animal is going to talk to you? The coyote. The coyote. Hi, AB. The coyote. Please take a look on my Youth or IG channel because I had to do a funeral today. It was very beautiful. Very beautiful. All right, number 13, the coyote. Ooh, ooh. Did anybody know that this is a trickster? Hi, Chrissy. How are you, sweetie? How are you? Did anybody know that the coyote is a trickster? Did you know? Hi, Coco Vixen. Well, let's read it. The trickster.
There are thousands of myths and stories about coyotes. I don't know a single story. The great trickster. Many native cultures call coyote the medicine dog. If you pull this card, you can be sure that some kind of medicine is on its way. And it may or may not be to your liking. Spirit, we need some blessings. We need some messages with some blessings, Spirit. All right, whatever. Whatever the medicine is, good or bad, you can be sure it will make you laugh, even painfully laugh. You can be sure that coyote will teach you a lesson about you. No, not the boom boom. I'm healed from the boom boom. Oh my God, thank you for even mentioning it. The boom boom is back. It's tucked back in. It is not inflamed. The boom boom is back. See, I'm sitting all nice. Look, right. I'm sitting all nice. I could do this. I could do this. The boom boom is healed. I had to have a conversation with God about the boom boom. I had to plead with God. Oh, yeah. We got that boom boom back. It's back in shape. And I'm loving my body again. I'm like, I love you, boom boom. It's sharp and clean. I love that commercial. It's sharp and clean. All right. Oh, I lost it. See, I played too much. Okay. I played too much. All right. The coyote will teach you a lesson about yourself. Coyote has many magical powers, but they do not always work in your favor. It cannot always be nice. I love that. I love that song. The coyote's own trickery fools himself. He is a master trickster who tricks himself. I don't even understand that. No one is more astonished than Coyote at the outcome of his own trick. He falls into his own trap, and yet he somehow manages to survive. He may be banged and bruised by the experience, but he soon goes on his way to even bigger errors. What is this? What is this? Forgetting to learn from his mistakes. He may have lost the battle, but he is never beaten. Who the hell is a coyote? Who am I talking to that is a coyote? This is very powerful. This is very powerful. How can you be spiritual and not learn from your mistakes? Who am I talking to? Coyote is sacred. In the folly of his acts, we see our own foolishness. Wow. Did anybody know this about Coyote? I'm experiencing what this is for the first time. As Coyote moves from one disaster to the next, he refines the art of self-sabotage to sheer perfection. Actually sounds like Tasha K. No one can blindly do themselves or others in with more grace and ease than this holy trickster. Coyote takes himself so seriously at times that he cannot see the obvious. For example, the steamroller that is about to run over him. That is why when it hits him, he still cannot believe it. What is this? Was that really a steamroller, he says? I better go look, he says. And he is run over yet again. What is this today? You know what I think this is? Let me put the book down for a minute. Let me tell you what I think this is. Let me tell you what Coyote Chop, let me tell you. This is for people that break up with someone and then does a reading with me. And then I'll say, oh, this particular sign is coming back. And you go, oh, sounds like my ex. And I'm like, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say it was your ex. If it was your ex, they would show me that it's your ex. Well, why are you waiting for your ex to come back? Why are you going to invest in energy that did you wrong? And you know it. You have a history of it. You can document. Some of you have police records. Why are you a coyote that goes back again to reinvest in that ugly? Because what was going to change? Or do you just insist in reinvesting in that ugly because that's all you know? That's your measure of love. Which means we really have to reinvest in the way that we think and process love. How hurtful is love? And I'm not saying you can't wind up in a relationship that hurts you, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying to wind up in a relationship that hurts you again, and it's the same energy, coming with different pants, but dirty underwear, the same dirty underwear you remember. All right, Brett. Brett, no, I didn't. I did not pass my boo-boo problem on to you. Don't say that. Brett, do you know about the coyote? I don't know coyote energy. It's the first time I'm having this experience. I do understand coyote energy. I do understand staying so far in ignorance that you can't see that you're in the forest. You can only see the trees. Does that make sense now? All right, Kara, it's only ugly because we have to face ourselves, but can we face ourselves? Because we're not getting spiritual woke. We have to survive. And I'm not sure how many people are surviving, investing, and not seeing themselves enough to move in a different direction. That investing in the same energy, sometimes it's the same energy with a new person too, and not see that as lunacy. And be insistent that you are not doing anything wrong. It's time to understand that sometimes we are our own worst enemy. And if something's not working out, it's just not working out. I'm losing track now of my thoughts. can't believe this coyote energy. I'm just shocked. Coyote is sacred. In the folly of his acts, we see our own foolishness. As Coyote moves from one disaster to the next, who does that? He refines the art of sabotage to sheer perfection. Whew. Contained within trickster medicine is the humor of the ages. The cosmic joke is not just ourselves, but on everyone else. If they are following coyote or have strong coyote medicine, someone like this may be able to convince others that a skunk smells like roses, but in fact remains that it is still a skunk. How many of you guys are dating someone that can convince you of something? How many women are in jail because a guy convinced you of something? How many of you let a woman come back and say, I'm over, it's over, it's whatever, and you take the woman back, and then you find out later it was never over? Or a man? How many of you? This is so weird that this coyote's coming up. I just had a conversation like this. What is going on? We have to move to a different level. We have to feel our pain, and we have to understand the pain is there for you to remember. The pain doesn't come for you to insist upon somebody to come back to take away the pain. That becomes temporary. If you remember the pain, you would never let anyone do this to you again. If a girlfriend effed you over, you would never take that girlfriend back. If a guy friend effed you over, particularly if it involves money, you would never let your guy friend ever do that to you again. So why do we do it in love? Because love never showed up. The need for love is there. The illusion of love is there. The convincing of thyself that you are in love. Most people are in love with the need for sex. They need to be pounded. We need that headboard to be like, you're not in love with the person. That's a question that needs to be answered. Are you in love with the act? And the act is this big, this small. It's a box, right? The act doesn't go beyond the act. And it's not about being celibate, because sex is power. So no one's asking you to be celibate. What I'm saying is the act of sex is being misguided into love. And women fall in love with sex. Sit in that. Breathe that in. Because you know what I fall in love with? I fall in love with a man that's kind to me, that understands my needs, right? I need to be a psychic. I need to be a psychic. I'm not justifying that for nobody anymore. What do you do for a living? I'm a psychic. That's cool, right? Yeah, that better happen. I'm not justifying, nor am I changing, nor am I augmenting for a relationship anymore. What do you do for a living? I'm a psychic. Okay. Okay. Do you like to eat? Love it. Love food. I'll cook for you. Okay. Well, now I might turn around. You talking about cooking? Oh, cook for me. Yeah, if you cook for me, I'll make candles. You cook. Oh, child. And the minute you let me know that you have no faithfulness to me or that you're going to compromise me with someone else, not happening. Not happening. I will say goodbye to you with the coldest eyes. I will make candles and I'll be like, bye. And I will continue living my life. I will never reinvest in someone that can compromise who I am. And if that happens, I want to be okay with it because I want people to go and find what they're looking for. If I'm not the one, I'm not the one. I'm okay with that. If Shaquana's the one, let Shaquana be the one. Go to Shaquana. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you, Miss Castaneda. Thank you. I love being a psychic. All right. Let's continue on with Coyote. Who knew? Brett, did you know Coyote was all of this? Ogun energy is also in dogs. Sometimes the impulse to do isn't what necessarily, sometimes it's about self control. You know, it's funny you should say that because sometimes I could be wrong, so forgive me for being disrespectful, but sometimes I see Ogun as dope dope, right? Very dope dope energy. Forgive me, Ogun, if I'm reading into it wrong, but I kind of got that feeling. Anybody knows anything about Ogun? All right, let's continue on. Yes, I like this part. Someone like this may be able to convince others that a skunk smells like roses. Ooh, child, now y'all know y'all met this person before. But the fact remains that it's still a skunk. Snooze time is over. Oh, child. Snooze. Wake up. Snooze time is over if you pull the coyote medicine card. Watch out. That's what it says here. It's right here. Watch out. Your glass house may crash to the ground at any moment. What is happening? This book is scaring me. What is happening? I don't understand. What's happening, guys? Who's not learning their lesson? Is this a COVID lesson, maybe? Maybe it's just about COVID. Maybe it's about COVID. I keep going into relationships. Maybe it's about COVID. For everybody that doesn't want to put on a mask, the mask don't work, Tracy. The mask don't work, girl. They already said it. Interesting, Kay. Okay, you're teaching me some things. Think, okay, I'm exhausted. What is about to happen? Brett said, think about coyotes sneaking into the chicken coop at night and eating all the chicken. They're rascals. I don't know nothing about that shit. I don't know about farming energy. No, silly girl. I don't know nothing about that. I'm learning today. Good point. If you feel like going right, go the other direction. Hashtag stay indoors. I wonder if coyote is COVID energy. Hmm. Yes, Cynthia. Perfect. Codependency, getting back to relationships and trauma bonds. A lot of people bond to trauma. Mm. Therapy. Find a therapist. All right. News time is over. If you pull the coyote medicine, watch out. Your glass house. I'm actually hyperventilating, and you guys know me. I've been doing Dashikis and Bonnets for a while now. This coyote is scaring me. Your glass house may crash to the ground at any moment. People that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. All your self mirrors may shatter. I've never seen anything so horrible. This is the tower. The divine trickster is dogging you, and you may trip. Coyote scratches under his arm. He does a crazy dance. This reminds me of me and Sheridan, where we were talking about different types of plague, and Sheridan kept bringing up this this dancing plague that hit the UK. I wonder if that's something that's going to occur. He catches his tail on fire playing with matches. He jumps in a fish pond to save himself and nearly drowns. Coyote seduces a concrete statue. This is a person that's nuts. I've never, all right, I'm trying to breathe. Coyote thinks he has found a bone, but it's a rattlesnake. Everyone watches the comedic scene. Coyote is you. The coyote is me. The coyote is a booby trap. Jets, airplanes with toilets that don't work. It's also blind dates. There's all the humorous and whimsical things we encounter along the way. Midsummer's Night Dream. That's what I got. You guys know Shakespeare? Midsummer's Night Dream? You know Shakespeare? Get ready for more laughs. A lot more. You know what I was telling somebody the other day? I'm getting exhausted from coyote energy. I don't know if I can finish this because it's kind of, one, scaring me, and it's two, just like hitting my gut right here. I'll try and finish it. Let me know if you guys want me to finish it, but it's just a lot here. Hi, Melissa. I just said that. I didn't see you say this, Melissa. It sounds like the tower. Just talking about like crazy stuff, like even the president seems a little coyote-ish, right? It's kind of like he literally cussed out a news reporter. He literally said that George Floyd got more attention than Martin Luther King did. You know, he's been saying the craziest things. Lottie, you understand the Midsummer's Night Dream reference? Yes. But even if coyotes are survivors, I wouldn't want to survive with a coyote mentality. I wouldn't want to survive with that. The coyote mentality will make you crazy. All right, Kate. Trust your God and don't be misinformed. You guys want me to finish? This is hell. Can I give you a good example of hell? It's a Twilight Zone episode, one of my favorite episodes. And we've got to get that Docomo thing going, right? Because there's a lot of references that Twilight Zone is really good for. If you guys have not watched the Twilight Zone, they're heavy, but they're always giving you messages, right? And so I'll give you two, right? One was when the father was dying, and these grown-ass, wealthy kids got the notice, like, he's dying, get to the house. They get to the house, and they're terrible children, terrible. Well, when is he going to die already? When's he going to die? You know, that's the daughter and the two sons, and they were just mean kids, and you're watching the whole episode. And then the butler, right, because that's indicative of, like, wealth, right? The butler comes down, and the butler says, your father, they go to see the father, and No, before that. I don't know, before or after, but the butler comes out, and butler says, your father would like for you to put on these masks. And they put on these masks, and the masks were twisted. Everyone had this awkward face mask, and it like one had a big head, one had the eye going down like this, big cheek, really horrible mask, right? And they were like, oh, this is so stupid. Why am I going to put on this mask? And they would kind of like let them know, like, you won't get your inheritance unless you put on the mask. So they go to put on the mask. I don't remember if it was before or after the mask, but they finally go see the dad. And the dad is so happy to see them. And then they go back downstairs. And with the mask on, they said, you can't take the mask off. With the mask on, you see them complaining, and you see them as horrible, despicable children, the worst children ever. I'm going to give you another example, the worst children ever. And then the dad died. And now they're whooping it up because they know they're coming into, and they're like, thank you, God. Yes. And then they go to take off the mask. And their faces look exactly like the mask. You were ugly inside, and now your face represents that ugly for a life. Okay, let me give you another example. So there's this movie called Imitation of Life, right? And it's about a maid, a black maid, in a wealthy woman's house. Well, it turns out the black maid had a daughter as light-skinned as a white girl, if not lighter. But you see the kids growing up, and you see the little, the black woman was a maid in the house of a white woman, and the white woman had a daughter. And both kids grew up together. But you see throughout, the little white girl keep reminding the black girl that she's black, right? She's not doing it on purpose. It's a thing back in the day. It's like, oh, you're black, something like that. Like, she's not doing it on purpose. Very natural back in that day, right? But you can see where the daughter, the black daughter, constantly takes effect because she looks as white as the little girl, right? As the white girl. She goes away and she pretends like she's not black. She never tells anyone that she has a black mother. And when I mean black, I mean chocolate brown black with her mother, right? And her mother catches her, like, being somebody else. And she cusses her mother out to her face, to the ground. She tells her mother she hates her. She hates her for being black. I'm not black. I'm not black. Whatever. Imitation of Life. Watch that movie. That's a good movie, right? And then the daughter goes off and completely ignores the mother for a lifetime. For a lifetime. She completely ignores her mother. And her mother dies. And it's not until the mother dies that it dawns on the daughter what happened and what she did. And the whole town loved her mother. The whole town. But can you imagine? Everybody loves you but your own daughter? And so the town sends her off in this beautiful carriage. And they're walking her down the street because that's how much her mother was loved. Her daughter hated her because she hated the color of her skin. And she goes to this funeral. She finds out at the last minute because no one can even get in touch with her. And she's landing on the day of the funeral, and she's running to get to the funeral. And then you hear the scream, "Mama, Mama!" And she throws herself in, "Mama!" And it's a pathetic scene for for a daughter to be that selfish and that inconsiderate? Coyote. All right, there's more going on here. I might finish this tomorrow. I can't do it. Like, this is gut-wrenching for me. I don't know how you guys are taking it, but since I'm the one delivering it, it is gut-wrenching. I'm going to pray on coyote energy. And let's revisit this. Because I think we all have to deal with our personal ugly now, and our lives, and our future, and your children's future, and what is working for you. And please don't tell me Tasha K opened up a GoFundMe. Please don't tell me that. I don't even want to. Is that true? She is the pinnacle of coyote energy. Is that true? I find it frightening too. I find it very frightening, Lottie. Magic Mermaid, do you know? Imitation of Life? Watch that movie. All right, guys, thank you. We've never had to do 2 days on an animal. Let's do this. Let's start looking at ourselves. I don't know who I'm saving here. Let's be there for one another. Let's save one another. There's a lot of coyotes out there. At the very least, recognize the coyote. Get away. I love you guys. Take it easy.